Have you ever been in a customer service situation? Okay, maybe you dropping your car off for oil change, you going to the dentist, something like that. And the person that's supposed to be helping you and providing that service hits on you. Everybody has had an instance where they're supposed to have a normal interaction with somebody and they hit on you. Y'all, please stop doing this when y'all at work. You are at work. First of all, do not go on a date with somebody you have not FaceTime with. Please FaceTime.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a customer service situation? Okay, maybe you dropping your car off for oil change, you going to the dentist, something like that. And the person that's supposed to be helping you and providing that service hits on you. And now this is a person you're going to have to see again. And now this interaction has become awkward. Let me tell you a little story.
Okay.
I have a neighbor, great neighbor that I adore. I love my neighbors, okay? He's got a cousin that mows his lawn. Knew I needed my lawn mowed.
Mm-hmm.
Said, hey, here's my cousin's number. I'm going to give it to you. Go on, have him come mow your lawn. He'll give you a good price. He really did too, and did an excellent job. Like he came out, mowed the lawn, weed whipped, everything, blew all the clippings. I did a great job for a really great price, a lot less than my old lawn guy. So I'm like, hey, this is my guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is my guy, right? I come out to pay the man. You married? I said, no. You got a man? No. You got my number. Here we go. Okay? Listen, I just wanted a normal customer service interaction. And this happens to people. I know this has happened to you. You gone into a grocery store or something. Oh, hey, sexy. And you just like, hey, Miss Pearl. And like, it's just like, I just really wanted a normal interaction, a normal customer service exchange of business and services and goods. And now every 2 weeks, I know I'm going to have to deal with this every 2 weeks. Because I'm not dropping the dude.
That's what I was just getting ready to suggest.
I'm
I was
not
like,
doing it. He did a great job for a great price. I'm not dropping it. I'm just going to have to deal with it now. And this is the situation. I'm not saying I'm hot stuff. I'm not. I know this has happened to literally probably everybody. Everybody has had an instance where they're supposed to have a normal interaction with somebody and they hit on you. Y'all, please stop doing this when y'all at work. You are at work. You are at work, supposed to be providing a service. And I know somebody's going to say, well, I was changing a lady's carburetor and now she's my wife. I'm happy for you, sir.
Why does it sound like he was changing the carburetor in 1965?
I don't know, but I'm so happy for you, sir. But you are one person, and I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, most people just want a normal interaction when they're exchanging goods and services. That's it. And now you've made it awkward. And every 2 weeks, it's going to be awkward for the rest of the spring and summer.
And the fall.
And a little bit of the fall.
Okay. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
I know. That's what it is. I told him, I said, I'm straight for now. You had to shoot your shot. I get it.
Why'd you say for now? That means you left the door open.
Damn it. It's very hard because you never know. You know, you got to be careful with your language. You never know.
Yeah.
So as I just had to be careful with my language. So that I said, I'm straight. But I get it. You guys shoot your shot. I get it. But now I know every interaction from here on out is going to be tinged a little bit. It's going to be a little asterisk next to a little caveat there where something's going to be awkward and weird.
Well, you know what the quick fix to that is.
What?
Just say you don't date men.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of guys don't care about that. You know what their response is? Neither do I. We got something in common. And no, I didn't give y'all that line. Don't start using that line when ladies say they don't date men. Don't start. I know somebody out there is going to use it.
Cameron used it in one of his songs. I
remember. He did?
Yeah,
okay.
Cameron used it. in one of his songs. Okay, so I don't know if I've experienced maybe this, maybe I have, maybe not, but I'm different. Women most of the time aren't that forthright, right? It's like, and I can't pick up on cues. I be
Gotcha.
thinking, oh, I met a nice woman today. She wants to be my friend. She asked me for my number and we exchanged numbers. And then next
That's
thing I know,
exactly how I am.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you wanna hang out sometime? Sure, you wanna hang out. And then next thing I know, they making a move, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I don't know what this is. I'm oblivious.
Yes, I always think I've just made a new friend,
Right.
and it's never that. It's and 9 times out of 10 it's never that. And I'm like, oh, that person was nice. Hey, you're
Yeah,
making
they
a new
nice for a
friend.
reason. They real nice for a reason.
Because it's true. I feel like I'm like Forrest Gump. I miss those cues.
Mhm.
I'm very you have to say it like straight up, or else I'm gonna miss it.
Well, autism.
I don't
Uh,
pick up on the cues, y'all.
okay, there was one scenario where I was at a bar
Mhm,
and a young lady was going to meet me for a drink. It was going to be a date.
mhm.
And she was running late, and the bartender was a female.
Okay.
And we're just chatting. You know me. If I have a couple of drinks, by the way, remind me to tell this story about what I did at my building's like wine and cheese party on Wednesday.
Oh,
But
good Lord. I'm
but
writing it down.
so you know me, after I had a couple of drinks, I become super friendly.
Yes. And
And
you're already friendly, but you get super friendly. You talk to people around you. You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And me and the bartender were vibing. And I was kind of like, if this girl that I'm going on a date with, because it was one of them not social media, one of them dating app dates. So I never met her in person. So I'm
Yeah.
like, she
And you
better look
never
like her
really
pictures.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she better
Yeah.
look like her pictures. And so I was like, if this don't work out, I might holler at the bartender. So when the girl arrives,
Mhm.
she looks like her pictures 100 pounds ago. Yes. And when I say like big, I'm like, she got to be 325.
Now, y'all, listen. First of all, do not go on a date with somebody you have not FaceTime with. Please
Okay.
FaceTime.
Yeah,
with
this was
you.
all the way back in, I think, 2013, 14. FaceTime
okay.
was a thing, but not really,
not
really
really.
a thing.
Yeah. It's still a lot more people had Androids back then, and you couldn't really. Okay, I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, so like literally 100 pounds over a picture, because like 200 pounds for a tall woman in today's day and age.
It's
I
not
like them
that.
curvy. I
Yeah.
like them. I like all types of women, so it really doesn't matter.
Right.
But she came in, and my face kind of dropped, and the bartender kind of peeped it. But
Because it's the false advertising
it
is what
is.
it is.
But me and the bartender was still kind of. I thought it was just being chummy. The girl was like, "So you know the bartender?" I was like, "No, I just met her today." She's like, "Y'all being real. You need to holler at her or something?" I was like, "What?" It seems like she's trying to get at you. And I was like, really? No, I just think she's just friendly being a bartender. I've been a bartender before. You just be friendly. She's like, nah, she's trying to get at you. And I was like, oh, okay. But the bartender never crossed the boundary. So I don't think most men get that. I think that's more women get that. And women get that probably all the time, because women are constantly getting hit on, because a lot of times men are just creeps.
Yeah. And I'm just like, you at work. Like, please just be professional at work. And also, this goes for people too. Listen, that person's at work. Don't hit on them. That person is at work. Don't hit on them. I remember working at Hard Rock. We both worked in customer service, worked in restaurants and everything. And I remember I'm the first face you see when you walk in. I'm the host. Boy, it was rough at that host stand. And I was just like, it's just a bunch of young college girls at that host stand. Okay. It was rough out there. And I was just like, guys, we're at work. We're trying to work. We're trying to make some money right now. And we have to smile at you.
Yeah,
we have to be nice and pleasant and ask how you doing and stuff. But please, I'm at work.
But that
I just
was on
need
purpose,
people to
though.
be professional.
People are not going to be professional. Hey, look, sometimes people got to
settings.
shoot their shot, because you never know. You never know if you're going to see a person again, right?
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.